Hello, it's Sydney Rose, and I'm back in my craft room, so you know that means it's another art video. So it's St. Patrick's Day on the first day of filming this, and tonight my goal is to bulk film some more testing acrylic marker videos. So if you've been following me since my last testing acrylic marker videos, you know that it took like months for them to come out. So we'll see, but I am starting this on St. Patrick's Day. I got my green on, my green hair tinsel, and my green nails that I did myself that I actually painted with acrylic marker and then went over with a shiny base and a gel clear coat. So I didn't film that, but enjoy the nails because I think they're pretty, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I can't really get the lighting right for this intro. I got sunburnt a little bit on my nose because this past weekend I went to Folly Beach with my friends Em and Max, so I've still got that natural blush and it's kind of looking weird in the camera. I kind of look a little bit like Rudolph, so we're just gonna ignore that. So my last testing acrylic paint markers video at the time this comes out, because again I'm filming them all in the same night, will be me testing the regular shuttle art markers against the dual toned shuttle art markers. So for this video, I'm again testing the regular shuttle art markers, but this time I'm going to be testing them against Grabby's brush tip dual toned markers. I was lucky enough to be sponsored by both of these brands for TikTok, and I have many TikToks that I've used both of these markers. I love both of them. I've had these a lot longer because these were my first sponsored acrylic marker, and then Grabby has actually sponsored me a few times with the fine point acrylic markers and now the dual toned acrylic markers, so I'm going to see how these two hold up against each other. So with that, let's get into the video and test out these two acrylic markers. Let's go! Okay, so if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Hey, it's Sydney Rose. If you're not new here, thank you for your support, and you already know the drill. But for everyone who doesn't, for testing acrylic markers, I like to test them on how opaque they are and how well they layer on top of each other to test the quality and how streaky they are. The best way I've decided to do this is by drawing this layered smiley face design I came up with. This design consists of an abstract background with smiley faces that appear to be melting around each other, then they are layered by outlining part of the abstract design again on top of the smiley faces, thus creating my layered smiley face design. You can see this here where I've got past experiments playing in this video. I've drawn this design so many times now, it just comes second nature to me at this point. The original shuttle art markers are anywhere from $20 to $60 depending on the numbers of markers you get. They are a free-flowing paint marker with a window in the side of the marker so you can see how much paint is left before it runs out, which I really appreciate. The Grabby acrylic markers run from around $30 to $60 depending on how many markers you get in the set. So at the time of filming this, the Grabby markers are a bit more expensive than the shuttle art markers. TikTok Shop does run sales a lot though, so by the time this is posted, there could be a deal happening. I will link my TikTok Showcase below, and this is where you can purchase these markers if you're interested in trying them out. When you use my link, it really helps me out and allows me to keep making videos like this when art brands see that my followers enjoy their products just as much as I do. Neither of these brands sponsored me on YouTube, and that is also a goal of mine to eventually become a monetized creator on YouTube, so all of your support and views really helps me out. The Grabby markers are also a free-flowing paint marker, but they don't have a window on the side of the marker. I assume this is because they're double-sided and each side has a different paint supply, but since they're dual-toned, you can get less markers but twice the colors, which is a huge plus. But now that you have the basic info about these two brands of markers, let's get into the experiment. I started this experiment with the shuttle art markers. This time I decided to go with a pink and purple vibe, so I started with a light pink for the first diagonal squiggle design. I drew 2 layers, which is my rule of thumb for every acrylic marker brand. If it isn't opaque in 2 layers, then I don't consider it a high quality marker. For the diagonal side, I chose a light purple color, then I outlined the squiggle designs with a mid-tone pink and went over both colors twice. In my time experimenting with these markers, I tend to notice that the brush-tipped markers are normally a bit more streaky than the bullet or the wedge-tipped markers. I believe this is solely due to the tip and how the paint is spread on the paper. Therefore, I tend to like this design better with bullet and wedge tipped markers, but this design is my control in this ongoing experiment. Not sure if that makes me a true scientist, but I'll take the title of an art scientist. One of my biggest YouTube inspirations is Sophia Nygaard, and she has her bad makeup science videos, so maybe I can say these are my bad art science videos, because I'm not sure if you can truly call this following the scientific method, but I am just an artist testing acrylic markers on the internet, so you don't have to. I chose a mid-tone brown for my smiley faces and then a deep blue to outline my squiggle designs. Both of these colors layered very nicely over the background, and I'm very pleased with how they turned out and how well these colors complemented each other. So here is the finished shuttle art markers piece close up. I do think the lighter colors are a bit streaky, but this is to be expected more with a brush tip like I explained earlier. I definitely think these markers layer over each other very nicely in two coats, and I don't have to worry about the lighter colors over the dark colors as much as I would with other brands. Okay, so now time for the grabby acrylic markers. I was able to color match pretty closely to the shuttle art markers, so I started with the light pink to complement it with the light purple and mid pink for the background. The aesthetics are all about color theory, and I love analogous colors. Analogous colors are colors that are directly next to each other on the color wheel, and while I am shifting this a bit in order, these colors would still be considered analogous colors. And just like before, I am layering each color twice to make them more opaque. While writing this script and looking back on my time-lapse, I do believe that during the drawing process of the grabby markers, they look a little bit more streaky than the shuttle art markers, but this could just be the way they dry, or the fact that there's less paint in the capsules. I will say I don't see this that much in the final results, so for you to see and judge for yourself, you're just going to have to wait for the end of the video for the reveal. But lucky for you, the reveal is in a few seconds because I misjudged the timing of the script with the video, so congratulations, you made it to the reveal. Here is a close-up video of both pieces followed by their photographs. Honestly, these markers are such a close tie. I try to have a winner at the end of these videos, well, at least I do now. When I first started this series, I really didn't have a clear winner, but I've evolved. Well, I guess not with this video because I really can't pick. Both of these markers draw very similarly while using them, and I think the results are very similar as well. But what do you, the viewers, think? Do you like one brand better than the other? Let me know in the comments. But that's not the end of the video. I want to talk about a few things before I end today's video. First, I wanted to tell you all that I officially have a website. I made a few shorts about it, but I wanted to mention it in my next long form video, and this is my next long form video. This has been in the works for a long time, but I finally found the time to finish it. I really want to make a name for myself as an artist and sell my art as a professional artist. It has been a dream of mine for a very long time, and I'm taking the steps to make it happen. I've had my small business, Hey It's Sydney Rose LLC, for almost 2 years now, and I've been selling my art at pop-ups. But this can be hard while working 2 jobs and being in school for my master's degree, so the most logical next step was to create a website. Right now, I'm selling featured prints along with my Eyes Are Always Watching series. Unfortunately, my MacBook doesn't let me record, so you get the glory of my website, not from a desktop, but you can see the screen recording from my phone. But if you've ever been interested in buying my art, or you think you have friends and family who would be interested in a print, please send them to my website. I am selling 5x7-inch prints so they're able to ship for free in an envelope, so that means free shipping for you and me. These are also the perfect size to fit in a picture frame if you want to add an alternative vibe from a small artist to your decor. I would be elated if you checked out my website and shared it with your friends. The link is in my link tree in my bio on all of my social media platforms, and I will link it in the description of this video. For the ending of this video, I'm going to be talking about pet loss, so if that's something that will be triggering or bother you, consider this the outro of the video and end the video here. Let me know which markers were your favorite and what other acrylic markers you'd be interested in me testing out in the comments, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye. Now on to the harder thing to talk about. I didn't upload a long form video last week because last Wednesday my childhood cat Sophie passed away in her sleep. I got many comments and messages from many of you sending me well wishes and prayers, and I couldn't respond to all of them because I just had a really hard time thinking about it. So I wanted to come on here now and say thank you to all of you for your kind words, and they really meant a lot for me. I've just been struggling with the stages of grief and going in and out of dissociation about the fact that she's gone. I've had Sophie with me since I was 12 years old. She's been with me during so many pivotal moments of my life, and it's really hard not to cry and read this script at the same time. It's gonna be weird not having her by my side, greeting me when I get home every day. Sophie mirrored me in many ways, and I knew her time was coming soon. She'd been declining on and off for about a year, and it still seemed like everything happened so fast because one day she was here, and one day she was gone. She wasn't the most friendly or sociable cat, and she would definitely judge you just by being in her presence. I like to think that she's in cat heaven judging all of the other cats with her brutal RBF, and honestly, I hope she's judging me for missing her so much because she knows it's only a matter of time before we see each other when we cross the Rainbow Bridge. At least that's what I'd like to think. I know I'll be okay, and I have to just take it one day at a time, but it feels like an era of my life is just over. I'm moving soon, and I was upset about not being able to take her with me, so it's almost like she's letting me go, and this is a symbol of my childhood transition into adulthood. Or maybe I'm just coping by trying to make her pass into something poetic. But I don't think making it poetic is a bad thing because she was such a beautiful cat and lived such a long and beautiful life. Of course there were bumps along the way, but what would life be if there were not good and bad times? I just wanted to thank everyone again for your support at this time and being patient with me and giving me the time to take a break between long-form video uploads. I normally record in advance, but I don't do the voiceovers until the week of the video when I'm editing, so I can really be in a time crunch sometimes. I'm planning on making a memorial painting for Sophie soon, but I still need more time to heal, so I'm not actively crying into the painting. I don't want it to be sad. I want to celebrate her life. I'm truly heartbroken that she's gone, but again, I know it'll get better one day at a time, and she'll always be in my heart. I love you, Sophie, forever and always. It feels wrong to do a hype outro where I tell you to like and subscribe, and I've been thinking about changing my outro anyway because I started to overthink it. I've always said do whatever YouTubers tell you to do, and I meant that by saying to like and subscribe if you liked the video, but you definitely shouldn't do what YouTubers tell you to do all of the time. So that's why I started overthinking it, and I'm debating on changing it. So I'm just going to end it here by saying thank you again for all of your support during this hard time. For me, it really means the world, and Sophie will always be a part of me even if she isn't physically here. And again, I love you, Sophie, from the bottom of my heart, and I miss you every day. Thank you for being my childhood cat and being with me through so much.